Apparently somebody's coming in to open the garage door. That's fun.
And there it is.
Oh. This is why we don't do it live.
It's okay.
What a concept. What a concept.
What a concept.
What a concept.
That is a quote from my music teacher.
Are you guys bringing stuff in? What are you bringing in? Oh, okay. Nah, you're fine. We'll just pause. I just was curious. I was like, what is happening?
Backstage with yeah, we're live. Backstage with Brough. Come on, and come on, and
Welcome back to another episode of Backstage with Brough. The summer is winding down, and if you know Union Theater, you know that means it is time for Kickoff. And on today's special episode, we have not one, but two of our alumni that are back here helping choreograph our back-to-school kickoff. And the first time that I will have two people on the podcast at the same time. We have Audrey Rhodes and Ariana Rieger, and I am so excited to jump in and see what they have to say. So let's head backstage and hear what they have to say. So for full transparency to everybody listening, I'm trying a new setup today. So if you do hear band instruments in the background, it is because this part of the why we are doing this podcast, because I thought it would be fun to bring in two of our alumni to talk about Kickoff, because that's the time of year we're in. Obviously, band is in band camp, getting ready for their season. This is like preseason for theater slash choirs, kind of a
Mix of the fine arts.
a little ramp up, get everybody kind of back in, so that way it's kind of smooth sailing.
Kick off, if you will.
Right.
Here we go.
All right. So, yeah, if you can't tell by the voices you are hearing right now, we are joined by two of our awesome alumni, Ariana Rieger,
What's up?
Audrey Rhodes.
Hey.
Audrey, this is your third year
Yeah.
doing this, right? Third year?
Yeah, I did it once in high school. This is my third year, like, working.
You're actually getting paid
Yes.
to be here. Well, you're both getting paid to be here.
Yes.
Why? Okay, so one of my questions is, why do you keep coming back?
I think it's just really infectious being around these kids, especially doing this in college now. I think I do it full time. It's what I eat, I sleep, and I dream about. And so coming here, it's kind of a really good way to go into my school year just like refreshed and really inspired. I mean, a lot of these kids come out here and just like pour their hearts on the stage. So it's really exciting, and I can't stay away.
Hey, that's pretty cool. I mean, and Ariana, this is your first year. Obviously, Hadley's gone. We're sad. She's off to bigger and brighter things. So obviously, Ariana, you've stepped up. You're here. This is your first year. How does it feel being back on this stage? And not like you said before we started recording, like it's kind of weird being on the stage, not just in the house watching a show.
Yeah, I mean, for the past, year and a half, I've been coming to watch. I mean, I came to see Kickoff last year, and when I was in Cincinnati, I just missed Union so much. There's nothing quite like this place. All of our faculty and all the students, just the love we have for one another. I just miss it so much. I mean, of course, I had to pull up for this opportunity.
Okay, now you said something which is going to kind of lead into my first little bullet point here. You said Cincinnati. So what have you all been up to since graduating? Obviously college, but tell us what's been going on. Where are you going?
I will be a sophomore at the University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. There it is. Full title. And I'm getting my BFA in musical theater. Surprise. I am so obsessed with that school. I'm obsessed with all my classmates. I'm obsessed with my teachers. Everyone there is so fun to be around. I was in a boot for 6 months,
Oof,
which
I know.
was just fantastic. Just great. But you know what? I'm back and I'm kicking it without a boot. And then trying to think. So I've done that. We had our big freshman showcase this year, which was our show that we did, and it was really beautiful and a lot of fun. We had a cultural dance number. And then also I'm releasing a single very, very soon.
Heyo.
It's called Good For Me. Maybe, I don't know when people will hear it, but hey.
Of course they're going to hear it.
Well, I don't know when, you know.
Oh.
Soon.
Yeah.
Dot.
Ooh.
Dot. TBD. Yes.
Question mark? Hello?
I don't know.
That would have been fun. Got this little, like I said, this phone chain, just kind of sneak it in there a little bit, sneak it out.
Sneak peeked it the other day, didn't you? On your story.
I did, yeah.
I must have missed
So you
it.
can know.
Oh, Audrey, what have you been up to?
so much. This summer has been really nice to kind of just like breathe now that I'm home. I'm going into senior year at OSU.
That also does not seem possible.
I know.
I know. I've kind of run into this like feeling of like, wait, where did it all go?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I like just graduated from here and was a senior and then was like, oh my gosh, college, and like so excited. But it's actually like really crazy to think about it that way. I'm also getting my BFA in musical theater. And so, like, that comes with its own struggles of now kind of figuring out what my next step is. So, it's been really exciting to kind of make as much of a plan as I think I can moving forward.
So I know we talked a little bit before rehearsal started. What is the hope for the next after college? Obviously performing, of course, but
Yes. In a perfect world, I would leave college and immediately get to join a national tour and travel the country on somebody else's dime and get paid for it.
There it is.
absolutely.
But I mean, like shows like The Lost Boys are starting the tour, and I mean, just so many good revivals are starting to show up. So I think that would be the big bad dream coming down the
Heck
coming down
yeah.
the path. But then
Heck yeah.
eventually ending up in New York once I've kind of had fun traveling and just pursuing everything out there.
So how did you guys come to actually participate in Kickoff? Like, how did we get here? I mean, obviously, Audrey, you've been here 3 years. This is your first year. Obviously, somebody asked you.
Yeah, my pathway was a little easier because I got to do it in high school. So it was more a hey, you've done this before and we'd love to have you back, especially because a big reason is I'm out there doing the thing and they like to bring back students who do theater or doing all these things. So that was kind of my way of doing it. Ari's story is a little different than that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess similar to yours in the way that, I am in college for it too. So it's like, got that. But, since our Queen Hadley's not here, Mickey I remember she called me. She's like, can I talk to you? At first, I was like, what did I do?
Always how it starts too.
Right. But even after you've been graduated, you're still like, oh no, what did I do?
Literally, I was like, who said something like, no, but she called me and she was like, we'd love to have you come back and possibly teach at Kickoff and like be a little assistant to Audrey. And I was like, yes, 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 and yes. Like, absolutely. The funniest part of the process, though, was definitely all the paperwork I had to fill out and getting drug tested.
Yeah.
15 minutes after I signed some paperwork. And my mom was like, are you clean? I'm like, what do you think? I'm like, what?
That's amazing.
The concept of me, of all people, getting a drug test, though, is just really funny.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh no, I hope they don't find anything on me. Like, what?
But what if there was something in my bagel that I bought at Starbucks? There's always a chance, though.
So, Audrey, again, we're going to keep going back to this. Your third year. Ariana, again, this is your first year. So, did Audrey get with you beforehand and be like, okay, hey, this is what you're getting into. Are you sure this is what you want to do?
I came by the high school and then McGee talked to me about it again, being like, do you want to do this? And then we saw each other at the Discovery Awards.
Yeah.
And she was like, so are you in? And I was like, yeah.
I was like hoping. I was like sitting at home with my fingers crossed because you never know if you're coming back for Kickoff. McGee will always have to like reapproach you. And be
Yeah.
like, hey, do you want to come back? And then you're like, oh, I did my job right.
right.
Feel really accomplished
Yeah.
at the end of it. And she was like, hey, like, I just remember her calling me and being like, I think I'm going to bring someone else in. So it's not just you. What do you think of Ariana Rieger? And I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to have her. Like, yes, she brings such great energy. Like, I think it'll be great.
Mhm.
And then I saw you and I was like, I didn't know the answer yet.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if it was like one of those things where you couldn't tell me or
Right.
like I knew something that you didn't know. So I was like kind of beating around the bush and I was like, okay, forget this. And I was like, are you in? And you were
That's
like,
funny.
yeah.
So, did you warn Ariana about anything coming in? Just like, hey, it's because, like I said, coming back, and these are not your peers, but I mean, some of these kids you've worked right alongside of. So there's that weird kind of feeling of now I'm kind of their superior, even though you guys are. And McGee does a very good job about not just bringing somebody fresh out of high school in. So you do have that little bit of a buffer period, but. Did you give her any advice of like, hey, it's going to be weird because like obviously you guys still, or especially Ariana, some of these kids still.
Quite a few.
And so it's like, it's kind of weird because I run into this too, as I always say, I'm the funkle of the theater department. And sometimes I have to be like, hey, remember, I'm a staff member. Like,
Yeah.
we can be buddy, but, to a certain extent, there is still that professional student teacher relationship.
Yeah. I definitely kind of talked her through like what to expect and what we were walking into because Kickoff is such a big thing. You don't really understand unless you're in it. And then it's a whole nother monster when you're on the creative team
Mhm.
of Kickoff. There are just so many moving parts. And so I remember, I think I called you, I FaceTimed you.
Well, yeah,
Didn't I? I
yeah.
was like in my apartment in Stillwater, and I was like, so out of chat. I was like, because I think you need to know time was just getting closer. And I just
Yeah.
kind of put out there, I was like, these kids are so hungry for it
Mhm.
because this is the first time they actually have an audience this big, and you never know what that audience is going to look like for any of the shows. We
Yeah.
hope
Mhm.
it stays the numbers that it stays, but you're just never sure. And so they just try so hard and are wanting so to impress everyone here. And I
Yeah.
was like, we are now authority figures, but also like their prime example.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them will try and like ask us questions or like be really like involved, which is so great. And we
Yeah.
obviously like encourage that. It's
Yeah.
so much fun, but understanding you're an example when you were here in an upperclassman, but now it's an
Mhm.
entire different ball game of what
Mhm.
kind of an example you are now.
Right.
Because like you are the adult in the room, but you're also have the level of you're doing the thing and you're here helping them. And so just kind of explaining that.
Yeah.
Actually, now we are recasting this to be Backstage with A Squared.
Right. There you go. So what's something about being on the creative side that you've never noticed when you were on stage as a student?
Ooh, let me think about that. There's a lot of things, especially like it's just already so nostalgic being back and also being in front of kids because I was dance captain for what 2-ish years, like something like that. And being on that side of it was different then, but now being on the other side of Kickoff, I'm like, there is a lot more thought and like so much more process behind it than what I ever thought there was. I'm trying to think what else.
I'm like, you're like, you got anything? I feel like Kickoff, when you're a student experiencing it, I don't think you understand how much time is put
Oh,
into it
Oh, yeah.
because you got offered the job. And right after, I was like, hey, like, I'm putting ideas. I'm going to have you in
Yeah.
the studio at this time. Like, this is months of work
Mhm.
shoved into 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, not even like full day rehearsals. Like, these are a couple hours that we get these kids and
Yeah.
get to do. What do we have them? 4 numbers this year? So
Yeah.
it's a lot of time and commitment on our part, which we are more than happy to do.
Of
But I think
course.
that was something that was very surprising of just how much time you had to give it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we start the process April, May, talking through ideas. And then, McGee will be like, hey, I got an idea about this song. Hey, I got an idea about that song. And yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's always evolving too.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Once we get the approval from superintendent, then we're like, okay, we're good. Now the process begins.
And I think I never noticed either like how quickly everything needs to happen because as like a rep student, you go in for I think last year did we start at 9? It's like 9 to 12 or
I think it was 9
9
to 12. Yeah.
it'd be 9 to 12, then you get your lunch break, and then you go to rep work, which feels like forever of a day. But you only get 3 hours for Kickoff, and there's an hour for music and like what 2 hours for dance. Everything is so quick. It's like we got here this morning, and I feel like we started right away. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this today and this, and then the day was over. I was like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So walk us through, how do you start putting this whole routine together? Obviously, McGee gets you the music. Where does we go from there? She says, here is the 4 songs.
So it's kind of like 3 big steps is how I would break it down. So step 1 is I will have a meeting with Miss McGee and some of the other directors sometimes and go, these are the numbers that you are giving me. These are the cuts that you're giving me. What do you want achieved? What's the story that you want told? What are you wanting from this? Like, what do you want me to create? And she'll give me kind of like her overall vision and I'll go, okay, step 2 is so much time in the studio. And a lot of it is me just like staring at myself in the mirror, being like, are you sure you can do this? Do this better because you're not doing anything right now. But then it all comes together eventually. And then step 3 is now that I have Ariana, is getting her in the studio with me once everything is created and making sure she feels comfortable with it and able to step in if I'm working on something, she can go and attack that. And then putting it in front of the kids and hopefully they like it because there's also the added pressure of I really hope like
right.
these high school students like what I made for them.
I hear them giggling, and I'm like, okay, wait, do they think it's bad?
Right. I'm always like, are you laughing at me or with me? Like, I really want you to think this is cool.
Yeah.
All those things. But I think those are like the 3 major steps that
Yeah.
I take.
Okay. So without giving anything away for people listening, is there a moment in the routine or one of the songs that you're excited for people to see?
I think after seeing them today and seeing what they brought to the table, I'm really excited for one moment. how I can describe it without giving too much is this very sharp hit, and then you just see this very cool slow motion bit happen.
I haven't even
think
seen that.
these kids are going to absolutely kill it. And
Yeah.
then right after that moment happens, they're like tearing the house down and like
Yeah.
absolutely just like going to town on this choreography.
Yeah.
And I am so excited to see how the audience reacts to it. I'm excited to
can't
see
wait.
how they take it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what about you?
Oh, I think I know what moment you're referencing, and that was like I was doing it while we were like doing the rest of the choreography, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna eat."
It's so
I'm
good.
excited for that, and then I'm excited for how our
For all of you old people out there, eating means it's gonna be really good. Still learning all of this. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn all of these the lingo.
You're getting there. I feel like
Alright,
Very slow.
y'all.
standing.
Uh,
Now, whether it's in your vocabulary.
it is not in my vocabulary. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was like, nobody really probably listens.
Tidbit.
Nobody listens to these, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd just probably be you all and Aaron. But
Okay.
that's always my joke. It's like, nobody listens to these. But so for the one person listening,
That's just for you guys.
yeah, eating. They're not actually eating on stage.
No.
Our college friends will listen to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
Miss Ariana.
Oh, yes. So there's a moment in our storytelling number. Yeah.
I already
Audrey
know
just-
what you're gonna say. I
Yes.
already know.
There's a moment that I really think is going to be very inspiring, and it's about giving back.
Okay. Wait, so you said there's a storytelling. What are our 4 numbers? I don't even think I've even said that. I didn't even think about it.
Oh,
So we have the one that Miss Ariana Rieger has done, Go the Distance, which is a storytelling
Storytelling.
piece. We have a teacher a cappella number,
oh yeah.
Roar by Katy Perry, that they want some like grooves to and nothing crazy.
So full transparency, I've given McGee a hard time. I'm like, that's more of like a Broken Arrow theme song. Yeah. I've got the Eye of the Tiger. And she's like,
What do we
whatever.
have? We're Red Hawks now.
Yeah, we got the Eye of the Red Hawk.
I'm like, there really isn't anything like, I mean, we could do Breaking Free, Soarin'.
We did High School Musical last year, right?
Together. We have a teaser for Let It Go for Frozen.
Yes.
That's going to be really fun.
So
Just a
excited.
little boop. Hopefully they'll come back and see it. And then our big
Button.
finale number, This Is Me from The Greatest Showman.
Yeah. I will say this is my I'm dusting my shoulders off. I suggested this song to McGee 3 years ago.
Really?
So she's had it in her back pocket for when she thought it would be good.
Well, yeah, because 3 years ago we did Come Alive, didn't we?
That was
Yes.
my senior year.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the year that I had suggested both of those, I think, to her. And I was like, oh, because I was just watching it. And I was like, oh, these could actually be, they were like fitting. And I was like, oh, then we're going to have like I think we're going to incorporate the drum line into it this year, which I'm really excited for. I've been trying to do that the last couple of years. So I think we're going to get that this year. So I'm excited.
Oh, cool.
I'm super pumped. I remember starting Come Alive. It was really fun to revisit The Greatest Showman and like the style that we had brought to the songs to bring
Yes.
this dance. And then also like finally getting to do drumline. I am
Yeah.
so excited
It's
for
gonna be
that.
so cool.
Yeah.
Thick.
Yeah. Okay. Couple of individual questions here. After doing this, Audrey, for 3 years,
Yes.
keeps you coming back. I know we've kind of hit on that before, but
I feel like there's so many things that keep me coming back. One, I just enjoy it. I mean, I absolutely love being a performer and being on stage, but I also love exercising my choreographer like brain. It scratches that itch. And I grew up a dancer, so like I have to pay my respects to that side unless I actually lose my mind.
Right.
But also like these kids again are just so dedicated, like and just so much fun to watch. Like I sit here and I'm just like in awe. Like even today, it's day 1 and we're just seeing them in small groups and they learned, I don't know, maybe a couple 8 counts just to kind of see how they moved and grooved. And they are just having so much fun on
Yeah.
stage.
So cool.
yeah. You were supposed to say the reason that you keep coming back is to see me, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm so well, there's always something. And the secret handshake too.
It's true. Our secret handshake.
Oh, dude, it's the best. I always have the wave and then like the fist
Yeah.
handshake that
Yeah.
I have with Brough.
Brian remembered I was always slow this
I
morning.
know. I was almost
slow.
offended.
Listen, I got up at 5 o'clock yesterday because I had to be at church at 6, and it was. Oh.
So early.
So I'm just like still.
Yeah.
I tried to take.
recovering.
I tried to take a nap, and it just didn't quite.
Yeah.
It's all right. All right. Okay. So Ariana, what has surprised you the most about being part of the choreography team instead of performing?
That's a great question, Daniel.
I take no credit. I prompted ChatGPT, and ChatGPT came up with that. So
Oh wow.
I shouldn't admit that, but it's fine.
You know, sometimes that's reality. You
It-
did wake up at 5 yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honesty is a great thing to have.
Got a little slack.
Beautiful. Yeah. What have I learned? This is so crazy for me because Audrey was my dance captain when I was in high school.
I've known you forever.
Like literally since I was a child, a fetus. So to work with her on this side of it and like be kind of seen as a peer is really cool because I'm like, oh my gosh, Audrey Rhodes is working with me. Like she's talking to me. So I think it's really fun to learn from her, especially with all her knowledge that she's had for doing this for the past 3 years. And it's like, okay, like maybe one day I can be big and brave enough to do this on my own too and like help out with Kickoff. It's how these kids work, just watching them, I'm like, okay, like, they really want to do this and they really want to work hard. And I think that's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Okay. So for both of you,
Ooh.
yeah, I know, right? We're here now. You're teaching your staff. It's weird. It's
That's
weird.
crazy.
Did you ever think that when you were in high school that you would be back here on this stage teaching the kids of tomorrow?
I don't think so. Not that I'm complaining. Not at all.
Right.
I would choose this time and time again.
Mhm.
But I think I kind of senior year was like, that will be my first of many swan songs. Like my last kickoff, my last musical. Like that was
Right.
just something that I was like, I never get to do this again, so might as well put it all out there.
Yeah.
And getting the call my sophomore year of college and saying like, hey, we'd love to have you back. We've already kind of run the idea and it's gonna be the two of you. Like when me and Hadley were here, it was so exciting to get that
Oh,
and to be
yeah.
like, can I
Right.
have this space and these people? And so I think it was just sheer excitement getting to come back.
Yeah. I mean, I think I didn't think that I was gonna get a call because I was just like, oh, they got it. Like, oh, it's fine. But I mean, like, I'd had like the idea, like, oh, maybe one day when I'm a little bit older, like maybe if Audrey and Hadley are, on Broadway and national tours and cruise lines, like, oh, maybe Mickey might give me that call too. I had the idea, I was like, that'd be really awesome to come back and like give back to the community. But no, I honestly didn't think I'd be here. But like, I'm like, yes, I've been wanting to come back so much. Coming and watching last year was so much fun. I cried literally. I was like, these kids are like, they don't know how much it's gonna mean to them when they're older. Because I look back at Kickoff and I'm like, those were some of the greatest times I had, truly. Getting to be with all the faculty and then all my friends who I still talk to this day, and of course, Audrey and Hadley, my queens. It was just the most fun and just, I look back on that with so much joy, and I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah. All right. Before we move on to my fun lightning round question,
Oh, goodness.
one last question here. Is it weird coming back, especially Ariana, since this is your first time back? Is it weird, like coming back with like teachers and staff members that you worked with, both of you, but now we're peer to peer. We're like on the same level.
I mean, yeah, it is honestly kind of weird because even this morning we were all like lobbied up together. I was like, oh, I'm on like the big kid side. And I mean, one of my favorite memories from senior year was when I was job shadowing for Mrs. McGee, and it'd be you and Mr. Z and Daniel, and even sometimes Brian and McGee all in the same room. I just loved listening to how you guys would talk about events. I was like, they are just the most fun. And like, I was like, maybe one day I can be a part of something like that. But now it's so cool to like actually be on this side of things. I'm like, okay, period.
Yeah, the first year is always like something that's like a little jarring because it almost doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Like you're like,
yeah.
I've spent the last however many years just being a student. And we work with when we're babies. I mean,
Really?
some of us, it's like you do middle school musical, you're 12 years old in sixth grade.
Yeah.
And then you have them all the way until you're 12th grade and you're 18 year senior. And so it's like having done that, you're like, this doesn't feel right. But then you
Right.
get 2 years in and you're like, what's up, guys? Like,
Yeah, back.
no, literally, that's kind of how it is. I'm like Beetlejuice sometimes. You say my name too many times.
Uh-oh.
But,
There you go. Well, we've only said it once, so
oh,
can't say it 2 more times.
yeah,
All right. You guys ready for the lightning round?
maybe.
Lightning round. Don't think about it. First thing that comes to your mind, just shout it out. There's no wrong answer.
Oh, goodness.
We can always edit things if we want to. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Favorite musical?
Lost Boys.
Oh, Anastasia.
Okay. Favorite role you've played?
Somebody in the play, everybody.
Ooh, that's T. I'm gonna go Anya and Anastasia.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Scaled it.
Not.
Clocking it right now. Clock it.
It's this finger.
Oh, sorry. The middle finger to the thumb.
Yeah,
Sorry. Okay. Dream Broadway show to choreograph.
it's hard.
That is a really hard one. I would not dare to touch something as iconic as Moulin Rouge.
Right. I'm just like,
Ooh,
what?
yeah, though. But that would.
That was just, it would be so much fun, but like I dare not try and do that. I will not do such a thing. Jamaica Dune would be really fun.
Hey, yeah, that's a good one.
I like that style. I don't really get to dig into that style a whole
Yeah.
bunch just because it's a little more, we're called in to do like fun hip hop fusion dances.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
That would be really great.
I think I'm gonna go anything goes.
Oh,
Because I love
throwback.
tap. Truly, I love tap so much. And then also just like the whole like the extravagance of it all. I'm like, I would love to do something like that.
All right. Morning person or
Night owl.
Night owl for sure.
These early mornings, I do straight. Any of you are listening, I get up early in the morning,
Right.
and make all of our media stuff that we do, like our TikToks and stuff.
Yes,
like,
yes.
I do it for you guys.
Y'all.
right.
Oh, wait.
right. Summer or winter.
Winter.
Yeah, winter.
For sure. This heat is stupid.
It's 120 degrees. Wow.
Yeah.
Winter, we're like pushing 80, and I'm like, y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
Cincinnati saved me. I
Ooh.
was like 80 degrees. Let's go.
Yeah.
Those boys.
Right.
Yeah.
W.
Truly.
By the way, I'm going some of these off of memory that I've done before. So coffee or energy drink.
Neither.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neither.
Okay. Then what would you substitute?
Matcha. I'm a matcha girly.
I had a matcha on the cruise ship. I think it was weird. Is that the green stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It really didn't have a taste.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. It was like a Buzz Lightyear thing, so I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm gonna try it."
Cute.
Kind of, but it didn't look like they didn't look like the picture, but it was fine.
My friends at school always make fun of me. They're like, so you're just going outside and cutting, like you're mowing your yard and then using the clippings to make a drink? And I'm like, listen, guys,
This guy.
you use good matcha. Because I mean, it's just green tea essentially.
Right.
Just like in powder form, you mix it up with milk or whatever. Like it's really good and it's good for you.
It's true. I would say either like tea or like lemonade.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
good choice.
Sweet tea and lemonade, y'all.
Oh, like a little Arnold Palmer. Chick-fil-A calls it a.
I get that at my Chick-fil-A all the time.
Oh
It's
yeah.
good.
One word that describes Union Theater.
Family.
That's so good. I'm like, shoot.
You can use the same one. It's fine.
It is true, but I'm gonna say joy.
Okay.
Yeah.
One word that describes this year's kickoff.
There's so many. Strong.
I was gonna say strength. Same way. Like, yeah.
To see
See, we're in it.
what you guys are, you know,
Squared.
that's right.
Self-proclaimed. Full disclaimer.
Hey, you know what? Hey, no, I was gonna do like my normal ending part thing, but it doesn't make sense. So I was gonna be like, oh, shout out anybody you want to shout out on here. But I mean, you want to shout out anybody? We already got Ariana's her Instagram.
Yeah, you're like super fancy. I don't think if I even tried, I could remember my Instagram.
That's so
I remember
real.
mine with Gloria Fringe. She was like something about TikTok. I was like, do you have a TikTok? And she was like, no. What are we doing?
Like, get with the times.
Yeah, come on, girl. Like,
Yeah. Do you have a TikTok?
so I do have a TikTok.
Follow you on TikTok.
But
Oh,
I've
I'm late
only
to the party.
posted. So here's the thing: I've only posted like a few things. It's everything I've posted on Instagram because I've gotten weirdly high views on certain things.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I wanted to compare it. Like, what is it about that? I guess
hmm
whatever their algorithm versus TikToks,
Yeah.
and it's just funny. I post them to compare when they don't really like they're very wide differences. Like
yeah.
really nothing on TikTok, which is totally fine.
Right.
And I don't even know what my TikTok is. So
Is it all like your Disney videos, like your vlogs that you make?
yeah, my little like
Obsessed.
Obsessed with those.
Yeah.
I watch religiously.
Me too.
there's a new one incoming.
Ooh.
What is? Can we have a sneak peek?
Well, spoiler alert, I will be back on a cruise ship
Yeah.
next month. I also will be staying at a hotel that I've never stayed at before. Also said I would
Oh.
probably never stay at before.
Really?
It is a fancy hotel. And I will officially have completed the Magic Kingdom loop once I stay at said hotel.
I don't know
Wow.
which one it is.
Yes.
Guess, but like.
Well,
I'm like,
I have stayed at the Polynesian
Okay.
and I have stayed at the Contemporary.
okay, so I know.
Okay, so I know. Disney adults got
I
it
know.
right.
I stayed there once too.
Yep. So
Bougie. I've
It's
never
pretty
stayed.
bougie.
yeah, Grand Floridian.
Yeah.
Everybody. They were running like a decent sale, and so like my mom and I are gonna go, and we're only there for like a day. We like to go a couple of days before the cruise just in case. So yeah, so that'll be fun.
It's fun.
I always say like, oh, I want to do like a real vlog, but I don't want to like be in the way of people,
Yeah.
and I also don't like. I don't care what these people think, but I also don't want them to be like, oh, look at that poser over there.
Oh,
Oh.
whatever.
Because we already have like several like families that are going to be on the ship vlogging. There's actually one that, funny enough, that we actually watched that her and her husband and family are going to be on the ship. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
See, that'll be
That's cool.
fun. See, reason why you couldn't. People calling you a poser, like
Right.
and a hater doing better. So
Hey,
And it's like, to me, it's like, and it's like a couple of the vloggers I watch, they, you know, they always talk about, they don't necessarily do it. Yeah, obviously the money and stuff is nice, but it's like great to have like these memories down the road when they're not doing it anymore. So, you know, I don't try to be like anybody else. Like, I'm not like, oh, and this is what the food is.
shots or whatever.
Because I don't care. Like I did, it's actually on my one camera. I don't even know where it is. It's at my house, I think. And it was like, oh, this is the room.
I love that.
But I never even showed it to anybody because I was
Real.
like, oh yeah, it's on the other thing.
See,
And-
but I feel like that's what makes it like relatable.
And then, like-
Yeah, I want to watch is I'm like real.
right. And then like me trying to like film it, like my 4th of July video,
Yeah.
which it was funny. I tried to film it the day before, but I actually did film it on the 4th of July after we left Castaway.
Wow.
Yeah, that was funny. And then my mom is laughing at me going like, okay, cool. That's another take. And that's another take. Somebody's coming in the back door.
Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello.
Who's coming in the back door? But they're not supposed to because that area is off limits. I think it's construction people.
Oh.
By the way, we are sitting in the
Yes.
PAC. There is a crane above our heads right now. We are in the safe zone.
Yes.
Oh, as safe as it can be. If the crane comes crashing down, we're out of toast.
we're toast.
But anyways, okay. You know, in closing, I think one of the coolest things about theater is seeing former students like yourselves coming back and pouring into the next generation of kids. Because ultimately, I think it's easier to hear it from you guys than us because they listen to, no, I say us, but like the actual teachers, they listen to them every day. You guys are a great outside presence for them. And, you know, so Audrey, thank you for coming back again for your 3rd year. And Ariana, you're on the team now.
Yeah.
You're here. You're stuck with us for a while.
Yes.
I know it's coming sooner than later, and one of these days, Audrey's gonna leave us.
No.
Something really, really sad.
Ugh.
That I've like actually already had like the conversation of.
I already know where you're going with this.
This, I think, will be my last year doing Kickoff,
I know.
which is low key why Ariana's here. Like,
That is true.
Training from the best.
That is.
see, it's this part of the episode.
Yeah, it made it this far in.
Is my last year, which is actually really sad, but I think I'm
Yeah.
in great hands.
But-
She's gonna do great.
Oh.
I think it is like high school and what I say all the time. It's always about bringing up the people from behind you and passing that torch off, and then your legacy will forever flow to her.
Yeah.
And then 20 years down the road, you guys are going to be like, I was part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But cannot wait to see this come together. We saw a little glimpse of it today. I did.
Yeah.
It's looking great.
Period.
It's awesome. Thank you all for being my first dual
Yeah.
podcasters. You guys are my guinea pigs for all the kids want to do. Like, it's more of a conversation if there's 2 of us. I'm like, well, it's also a conversation when there's
I
2 of us, not
Yes.
3 of us.
There are always 2 of you, so it's
know.
more of a conversation when there's 3 of you.
And I was like, there's always 2 of us. That's the whole point. Unless I do one by myself, but nobody wants to hear me just talk. So. But with that, I think we're going to wrap up this episode. As always, like, share, subscribe. I'm not in this to get the clicks. It's more of just memories down the road, because hopefully one of these years when you all have grandchildren, you can be like,
Whoa.
Mama, whatever.
It has to be a mama.
Uh,
Low key, let it be me. I'll be mama.
Was on this crazy podcast 20 years ago.
Great.
Let's listen to what's a podcast. We have holograms or whatever now.
Something we did in the olden days. Said,
Right.
The days.
Back in
the microphone.
back in the 2020s. What's a microphone? Oh my. All right. I think with that, we're going to wrap it up. Ariana, Audrey, thanks for being on here. And with that, we'll see you all next time.